Good afternoon. As I've stated repeatedly, Paterson is not a dumping ground. In fact, in the last few weeks, we've towed not one, not two, but 3 boats. And now a jet ski has been towed. We are continuing to crack down on illegal dumping. Last week, we identified 2 individuals who separately dumped unlawfully in 2 different sections of our city. One on Governor Street and the other on 21st Avenue and Vreeland. We actually shared photos of the vehicle with the license plate and pictures of those individuals. So we will name and shame you if you want to continue to dump unlawfully in the city of Paterson. I also want to point out that we have our corporation counsel with us, and we are giving our ordinance teeth and strengthening the law to ensure that people are deterred from committing the crime again. So at this time, I'd like to yield to our law director, Ayman Abushi.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor, our police department leaders and DPW for making this initiative a priority. Dumping in Paterson will not be tolerated. We will be seeking the maximum fine of $10,000 for anyone caught dumping in our city. We will also be seeking community service as well as a period of jail time if the judge will permit it. So don't dump on Paterson. We're taking it serious and we will hold you accountable. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Corporation Counsel, we really appreciate your leadership on this very important initiative, and keeping our city clean starts with you. It's not a spectator sport. Everybody's got to get in the game. You see the banners that we have downtown that says keeping Paterson clean starts with you. We are also aligning our efforts with an organization that's nationally known, Keep America Beautiful. And so we are going to coordinate cleanups in the community and recruit people and start with students as well. As a matter of fact, one idea we have is to have coloring contests where the children say, don't dump on us, because when you're dumping on our city, you're dumping on all of us. So I'm glad that we have a $10,000 fine. I'm glad that we have 90 days in jail and compulsory community service. You're gonna clean up what the mess you left. And this endeavor is aptly entitled, Paterson is Picking Up. But we'll pick you up if you wanna continue to dump illegally in our city, and you'll face some jail time. At this moment, I'd like to call forward our council president, Alex Mendez.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Mayor. This City Council, the governing body, is in line, working in collaboration with the administration and our law enforcement to stop people from dumping in the city of Paterson. That's by legislation at the City Council. I introduced that legislation to increase the fine to up to $10,000 for those people that are coming into the city of Paterson and dumping garbage in our community. And now it's jail time and community service that they have to find, that they have to face. Also, to the members of this community, if you see some people dumping garbage in our community, say something, take a picture, report it to our police department. Our law enforcement, they're ready to enforce the law and put those people in jail for use in the city for dumping. We're spending thousands of dollars from taxpayer money to clean our city in every corner. And we definitely have to stop that, and we're gonna fight all the way to the end. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you. We've invested in cameras, so we're watching you. We're gonna catch you in the act. That's what happened last week on Governor Street. We caught him in the act. So you wanna keep on dumping? We're gonna continue to catch you and bring you to justice and name you and shame you. At this time, I wanna call forward our Deputy Chief from the Paterson Police Department, Michael Sagginaro.
Thank you, Mayor. Afternoon, everyone. Legal dumping is an unnecessary and unneeded action that brings a blight upon our great city.
Yes.
The City of Paterson and Paterson Police Department does not tolerate these actions. There's a zero tolerance policy. We have plans, we have strategies to combat this illegal dumping, and have brought several violators to justice.
Yes.
Most of these violators come from outside our city limits. So the message is, don't come into Paterson and dump. You will be caught. Thank you.
Thank you. Come on. Okay, that's good. Captain Stephen Ayacuzo, thank you for joining us as well, and thank you for being so emphatic, Deputy Chief. Also want to point out the fact that in 1 week alone, we were able to identify and apprehend 12 illegal dumpers. We call them the Dirty Dozen. And in one court session alone, $15,000 in fines were levied. You do not want to be a data point because you'd be on the wrong side of history here in the city of Paterson. So going forward, we are going to make sure that we keep our community clean. But like I stated before, it is a total team effort, not a spectator sport. Thank you for joining us. Question? Yeah, come on.
If you could just speak to the impacts historically and as of now on
Yeah.
dumping, the social impacts, the economic impacts, and how they've negatively affected Paterson.
First, I want to talk about the burden because we have to pick it up, right? And that takes DPW away from other assignments. So that's one aspect of it that becomes very burdensome or cumbersome for us. And then it's just unsightly. That's not the right message. We're trying to become more of a tourist attraction at the Great Falls in some of our business districts. When you're coming off the ramp on Route 19, that's what people see. So like we want people to take pride in Paterson, but if it takes finding these individuals to get the message across, we're going to continue to do it. Yes.
Questions. First, if people want to dump legally, where do they go?
Yeah,
Go
so
to the city.
we have a city yard that people can take it to. We also have an app called Paterson Plus, which has information if you want to schedule a bulk pickup, if you want to report garbage that needs to be picked up, you can do that there. But you don't have, I think what happens is people are lazy and they just want to, because the two individuals that we identified last week in those two separate dumping instances, they were both residents. So they're dumping on their own home.
So the follow-up is these jet skis behind us look like they're in really good condition.
Yeah.
You don't know if it was an insurance situation where they couldn't pay or if they owed payments on it.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to donate to the city of Paterson and stuff like this, I'm sure you guys would.
Yeah, but there's an ongoing investigation, and I think ultimately, like we've done with the boats, we'll be able to identify who these individuals are.
But if the
Or
if the products are usable and they want to donate them to the city, depending on.
Yeah, donate. I don't know. We'll do it at jet skis, but who knows? Maybe the council should consider using these jet skis after a meeting. But thanks for bringing that up. It's a very valid point. Thank you. Any other questions?